Greetings everyone, and thank you so much for clicking on my very first YouTube video ever. My name is Tabitha and the channel is called The Weirdest. Today I have a really fun pick a card video for you all about what blessings are coming to you this autumn season. You can also view this as what opportunities are coming to you this autumn that you should take advantage of. In today's reading we will be using tarot and oracle cards as well as my small collection of charms that I've been building up in my little charm box, so we'll find out all about what blessings are coming to you this fall season. If you really love this reading and you're interested in getting a personal one that's more in depth to you, feel free to check out my links below. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. There's going to be more videos where this came from, and just so you know, the creepy spooky vibe, it's all year. All year. So let's get into your card selection. Here is your pile selection. Take your time choosing which one is calling to you the most. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Welcome group number 1. Let's see what your cards are for what blessings or opportunities you will be receiving this fall season. So we got faith. That's a good one to get. We got connection. And I'll read that in just a second. We got spend some time on self-care. Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, and origin. This card is beautiful. Inspiration. Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. And for your tarot cards, we got the 10 of Pumpkins reversed, the 4 of Ghosts reversed, the King of Ghosts, and the Ace of Pumpkins. So, I see that you could be coming from a place, and this makes sense, right? Because it's 2020, that your whole stability, everything that you had built up that was supporting you, has felt in the recent past that it's just completely gone. What the floor that was underneath you is gone, sadly. And that also could be representing the fact that opportunities for you to make money or invest in things has just been dried up recently. And with the 4 of Ghosts or the 4 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this has made you feel like you're dried up too. Like, because the opportunity hasn't been coming in for you, you haven't been feeling stable, it's left you just feeling kind of like bleh about life and maybe even about yourself. Just bleh overall, not good. But I see that as a gift and blessing for this autumn season, it's a restoration of your faith and an opportunity to be inspired again. We got infinite possibilities and inspiration here, so there could be a lot that is going to inspire you this fall season that's going to get you feeling so much better, because we got the King of Ghosts or the King of Cups. This guy is like a master of his emotions, and not in a way that he controls them so that he doesn't feel them. It's in a way that he allows himself to be in flow with his emotional state and his emotional needs, which also connects me back to this spend some time on self-care. That's all about what you need to be fulfilled within yourself and taking care of that. So I see you definitely having an opportunity and a blessing to spend some time just taking care of yourself, making sure that your needs are balanced and that you feel good about life again, even though things have kind of dried up. But also, he is about inspiration in this sense, because he's the King of Cups, and that's connected to water, which is emotional, and that's very tied into our inspiration. So I see that you're going to finally feel inspired again, probably after quite some time of just feeling like even a lack of faith, because we got the faith card. So as a blessing, you know, your faith could be totally restored because of this inspiration that you're now finding. And we also have to talk about the Ace of Pumpkins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles is like a seed. You know, I'm a gardener. I love to garden. And everything starts with a plan, first of all. But it's that seed. Okay, I have this seed. I want to make it grow into something. So after this time of feeling like nothing could grow, everything was dried up. Now, for your blessing for this season, you're starting to feel like you can grow something again because you're inspired. And you feel like anything is possible. That's your gift, really, is feeling like, okay, now I feel good. I feel better within myself. I feel like I've evened out my emotions. And now I can like actually invest in something. And maybe this thing could also just be in investment in yourself. And taking what you need seriously just to be happy on a daily basis. Taking that seriously and making sure that you get that. We also got the connection card here, which I didn't read to you yet. It says, the spirit cats remind us that we are not alone. We are a web of connections. Our attitudes, actions, and energy ripple outwards and touch people in unseen and seen ways. No single action stands alone. Each action, idea, and feeling is born of countless influences. Oh my gosh. And in turn has an own unique effect. I want to say that again. Each action, idea, and feeling is born out of countless influences and in turn has a unique effect. That takes me back to the Ace of Pumpkins, right? That seed that you have. I feel like there's something, maybe this could be something totally brand new. It could be something totally brand new that you didn't even think you wanted to do, but all of a sudden you become inspired and you're like, I could do that. I could start this new thing. And that's what this thing is. So this inspiration that you're feeling, it could come from a connection that you have in your life, or it could be just from some kind of outside source. We see this most clearly and dramatically in our innermost circle, but this also extends outward to humanity, the earth, and the universe. Our consciousness dances together. Challenging, uplifting, teaching, learning, questioning, reassuring, inspiring, and loving. So I definitely see that you could be inspired by other people this season to start something new. There's, in this card, beginning, initiate, and origin. This card just looks so inspiring all on its own. If you want to look at that, again, it's just beautiful. It's like you could see somebody doing something that just blows your mind, honestly. Or this could also be about all of a sudden there's opportunity again for you to get work. It could just be that, like all of a sudden you have a new job opportunity that you can take. I want you guys to be sure that when you are getting inspired and when you are thinking about your future and what seeds you want to plant in the future, I want you to think about what you want, and then I want you to think of something even bigger, okay? Because with this skull of stars, infinite possibilities, okay? Infinite. That means anything. So whatever goal you have, add something else on it that you would think would just be like a miracle. Because I see that this sort of thing could possibly come true. Think bigger. Take it seriously. You know, don't just think, oh, I could never do that. Like, that's that's way too much for me. Okay, maybe you could start small, right? And that's what the Ace of Pentacles is about. It's about persistence and like, okay, this is a new beginning, but we got to keep going with it. But that doesn't mean you can't build up to something bigger. So keep your sights big, if that makes sense. Think about, how big things could get. Allow yourself to be totally whisked away in your imagination of the possibilities that could happen for you. Because it wouldn't come up here. It wouldn't come up here if it wasn't for a reason. You know what I mean? So definitely. And then that self-care, remember, take the opportunities this month to just care for yourself. Whether that is giving yourself a spa day, doing a little face mask, whatever it is you need to feel balanced in your emotions, and just take care of yourself, okay? You're going to have the opportunity to do that too. But definitely blessings with new beginnings, and I want to say new ideas too. It's like somebody inspires you to take action, or maybe it's because they did something wild that you're like, oh, now I can do something, and it kind of restores your faith that you felt you had lost before. So that is awesome overall. I forgot to mention in the intro video, or in the intro, that I have some of these astrology dice, and they represent the planets and the signs. And I thought we could roll these and see which planetary energies are in support of you this fall season that you need to like really take advantage of and go with. So for group number 1, let's see. We got Mars. I don't know if you can see that. Mars. It's a symbol for Mars. And Leo. The symbol for Leo. So Mars is all about action. It's all about drive and ambition. So like I was just saying, like when you're thinking about all the things you could do, don't limit yourself, okay? Mars is also like and if you know a person ruled by Mars, if you know an Aries, they're some of the most quick people to be like, okay, I have an idea, now I'm gonna do it. I almost feel that for you. Like you're gonna get an idea and then you're gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna do it. So go with that. When you feel that urge to take action on something new, to plant a new seed, go for it, okay? And then we have Leo, right? So Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is the brightest shining thing in our solar system, okay? Can't argue me on that. The sun shines bright, and that is kind of what this is probably related to. And it reminds me of your inspiration, right? And the lights in this card, it's like, look for what stands out to you. That's going to be the thing that inspires you. But also, the action that you take could be very well wrapped up into some kind of a Leo sort of activity. So that could be anything that is performative, basically. So acting, being a showman of some sort, being a poet, being a writer, anything creative like that where you're expressing yourself. Don't stop yourself from shining bright like the sun. That's what I feel like saying with that one. So let's get some charms for you guys. I don't have many, but I will pull a few. For group number 1, what blessings coming to you this August? Not August. What blessings are coming to you this autumn? Okay, so the first one I'm seeing is this frog. And the frog, especially with that Aries Mars energy, is telling me leap like a frog into your future. You can leap higher than you think. I don't know why I feel like saying that. Okay, we got this one. It says I. It says I. So this is all about you. Oh my gosh, takes me right back to that self-care, right? What do you need? Think about it. What do I need to feel like I am emotionally stable? I have control over everything. Sometimes you need to like cry in order to do that, you know, depending on your situation. Sometimes you need to take a bath. Sometimes you need to watch a movie. Sometimes you want to make your favorite comfort food. What do you want? That's all about you. All right, what else do we have? We have, oh, this star. What does it say? Does it say something? I wish. Okay, the star. The star on there, it says, I wish. So wish upon a star. What is it you wish? And that's oh my gosh, we got the skull of stars. That's right, infinite possibilities. So what is it you're wishing for? What is it that's inspiring you this fall? Pay attention to it, okay? Because it's possible. Wouldn't come out if it wasn't possible. We've got the anchor. Teeny tiny little anchor there. The anchor. And the anchor has a little tiny red stone in there. I don't know if you could see that, but it's kind of like a ruby or garnet. And red always takes me back to passion. What are we passionate about? And this takes me to the seed too. It's like when you plant that seed in the ground, it's like a little anchor that goes down in there. And it's, unless you pull it back up, right? It's there. It's an anchor. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. I guess it's like, where are you going to put your anchor? That's what I'm asking. Where do you want to put your anchor? Put it somewhere that's close to your wishes and your dreams, okay? That's what I want to say with that. And then we got the little devil. Check out this guy. He's like a little imp. I hope you can see him okay. This is taking back to that red color, right? Red, passion. What are we passionate about? What are we passionate about? What's the thing that we don't even think we should have? Maybe that's why you're being called so much to not doubt what it is you truly want, what it is you're truly passionate about, because there could be a sense of like, oh, I don't deserve that. That would be wild. That would be, devilish for me to just go and take that thing. Be devilish, okay? The devil came out for a reason. This little guy, okay, he's calling you to like just go after what you're passionate about. It's okay. All right? Okay. I think we're good there. Definitely new beginnings. Where are you going to put that seed? What are you going to put that seed in? You're going to be so inspired this fall season. And you know what else, before you tune out, okay, if you guys are interested in knowing about a love situation, because we got the connection card and we got the Ace of Pumpkins and even the King of Ghosts, I see that you could be putting that offer down, that seed goes down into a relationship. What you may be investing in is another person. And I feel that too with this King of Ghosts. Do you see how he's kind of got his hand wrapped around that ghost there? It's almost like he found somebody who he wants to keep around in his company, because that is what makes him feel emotionally supported and stable. And with that connection card, you could be definitely getting inspired by somebody else, or this could be some kind of a person that you find that you're like, I just want to hold on to you. Like, I just want to keep you around because you're good for me. That could be part of your self-care is keeping company that is actually helpful. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, check the links down below. I hope that it resonated. If it did, go ahead and leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because there's going to be more where this came from. Bye guys. Welcome group number 2. Let's get right into it and see what cards you got for what blessings are coming to you this autumn season. We have Ancestors, Serenity, Blind Spots, Skull of Darkness, Vision, which I'll read to you in just a second. Only in the darkness can we see the stars. Open like the lotus, Flowering Spirit, Revelation, and Maturity. Beautiful card. And for your tarot cards, we have the Three of Pentacles, or Three of Pumpkins. We have the Hermit in reverse. The Ten of Bats, the Ten of Swords. And the King of Imps, also the King of Wands. So, I'm definitely feeling this ancestor energy here. There's a support that you're getting this fall season from your ancestors or the spirits who are looking after you. If you don't think that there's any ancestors or anybody who has your highest interest that are making sure that you're okay, I definitely see it here. So maybe part of your blessing for this season is realizing that that's the case, or just getting in touch with those ancestors again. We have that Skull of Darkness, and he's got a candle on the top of his head, and it's just making me feel like there could be an opportunity, or it's a good idea to make an offering to your ancestors, especially if you are looking for answers right now, especially if you don't know what direction to take right now. I see that working with your ancestors this season is really going to help you. Okay? I know that in Mexican culture, for Dia de los Muertos, we set out candles and altars for our loved ones who have passed on to honor them. And I don't know if you know this, but during the fall season, especially around Halloween, it's said that the veil between the spirit world and the living world is at its thinnest. So I definitely see one of your blessings is that if you were to open yourself up to communicating with these ancestors, that you would really get something from it, something that's going to help you in your journey. I do feel this immense support, like your ancestors are just wanting to say right now that they see everything that you have been building and working on, all the hard work that you have been doing. They're acknowledging that, okay? Not just with the ancestors cards, but if you look in this Three of Pentacles, that cat is just looking at everything he's doing. I feel like that's your ancestors. And also, with this card open like the lotus, I don't know if you can see this, but there's three little fairies right next to that lotus, looking at that lotus open up. That lotus is you, okay? Those little fairies are your ancestors. That's your support team on the other side. And your blessing is that you have an opportunity to connect with them. Now I see that with the Hermit reversed, you may have been avoiding this moment of quiet and peace and meditation. I think you have been just busy. You've been busy as a bee, working on stuff, probably collaborating with other people as well. But there's something that needs to be looked at, right? Because we have that blind spots card. There's something that needs to be observed. You need to open yourself up to something. And what that something is resting, right? If we look at this Ten of Bats, also Ten of Swords, that lady there, look at the way she's laying she's like a dead person. I'm not saying you're gonna die. Don't freak out. I'm just saying that you are being called to be in this space of complete surrender, surrender and serenity. Only in the darkness can we see the stars. I'm also reading that like only when we're still can we get the answers. There could be something, because we are getting a lot about darkness and light and vision. And the stars only in the darkness. You feel in the dark in some way, or you have in the recent past. You've just felt in the dark. Maybe there's something you don't know. There's something you can't see, right? That is the something that your ancestors are going to be able to help you with. Let's read this Visions card, because I realize I haven't done that yet. Meet Stargazer. Some say her head is in the clouds, but the view is better from up there. She can see the big picture beyond our normal sight. She can see beyond small increments of time to the vastness of years, decades, and even eternity. Take a step back and see your life through stargazer's eyes. What visions do you have for your life? They might appear fuzzy or absent if you are afraid of the actions they are calling you to take. Acknowledge those fears, then ask them to step aside like parting clouds until you are able to truly see. Let your visions be a beacon calling you forth. So that visions, right? And that's take a step. Where did it say that? Take a step back. I feel like there could be resistance to this slowing down and taking a step back. Probably because you got so wrapped up in things, but also I think you know that if you were to take the time to slow down and open yourself up to something like communicating with your ancestors, you might be afraid that something would come through. Maybe you think that you would cry. Maybe you think you'd break down and cry. But the thing is, I could see that could actually happen, but it's exactly the thing that you would need, right? Sometimes it's what we fear. Sometimes it's what we don't want to do that's going to be exactly the thing that's going to break us through onto the other side, the thing that's going to get us answers. I feel so this peaceful moment. There's this peaceful moment. That's your blessing. Look for this opportunity when you are alone and it's quiet and it's peaceful. Possibly outside, possibly near water, under the stars. Take that moment by yourself to just reconnect with your inner self and connect with your ancestors and your guides possibly. You could, I'm taking this vision card, could be quite literal. Okay, you could get some kind of a vision during that moment. The blessing I'm seeing for you is almost like a moment. When you quiet down, you allow yourself to stop what you're doing, what you've been working on, even just for a little bit, and you open yourself up just like this lotus flower. You open up everything that you've been keeping so tightly closed and locked away, the things that you haven't wanted to look at. But when you do that, there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be some kind of golden nugget that your ancestors give you. It could be a vision. It's a revelation. It's some kind of thing that's going to help you get to this next stage that you're meant to be in. But in order to get to that, you have to put an end to something. And I see that when you take this moment of quiet, that is when this ending is going to come. That's when you're finally going to feel like you can move on, because what is in the past is dead. It's dead, dead, dead. And you got to deal with that first, I feel like. And this season is going to give you the perfect opportunity to deal with that. And the result, my friend, is the king of imps, the king of wands. So this guy, he knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly where he's going. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get what he wants. And he's going to take the action to get there. Nothing's going to stop him. He's confident. He knows exactly what he's got to do, and he's going to do it. That's what I'm getting with the king of imps. And he's also just so passionate. He's fiery about life. He's excited. He's passionate about it. That's going to be you, okay? Once you take this moment to kind of let this ending happen through stillness and aloneness, the thing that you possibly have been avoiding, it's going to open you up. You have to let yourself be open up, and then you're going to get this new version of yourself where you're so confident and ready for the future. But definitely as a blessing, it's that serenity. It's that moment. Take that moment of stillness. Take that moment of quiet and just sit with it and ask your ancestors. Open up to them. Open up to their advice and ask them to help you, especially if you have questions. about what to do, if you're unsure about something, if you feel like you've been alone, somebody to talk to, you know what I mean? Do that. Take that opportunity. That's your gift. That is your gift for this season. So I didn't mention this in the intro part of the video, but I have these astrology dice representing the planets and the signs. And I thought we could roll these to see which kind of planetary energy is really going to be in your favor this season that you need to like take advantage of and go with. So let's see. For group number 2. Whoa. Okay, we got Jupiter and Leo. So Jupiter and Leo. Jupiter reminds me of this opening up energy that we have. It's expansive. It's allowing yourself to be expansive, to open up, to think about what's possible for you. What is your greatest potential? Jupiter is also about abundance. So, just because maybe this moment of serenity, it doesn't feel like there's much for you, there actually is, right? And it's like that blind spots. Maybe we don't think it's there, but in actuality, there's this well of abundance of answers or some kind of thing that we need in order to move forward. And then with Leo, that takes me back to the King of Imps, because he's ruled by fire, which is also Leo is ruled by fire. So this is that. I feel like the whole gift that is here for you waiting to be uncovered is this confidence. It's truly like this fiery side of you that's like so ready. It's not going to be stopped by anything. And I feel like it's just because you've dealt with it. You finally dealt with that. And you put whatever it was that you need to put to an end, you put it to an end. And it's over. And you've gained something that's going to make you so confident for the future. Let's pull some charms for you. I don't have a lot, guys, but we'll get a little bit. Make the most of that. Okay, got a whole handful here. Ooh, okay, so the first one I'm seeing is the key. I mean, I feel like we've already talked about what your key is, right? Your key to move forward is this moment of like surrender. Surrender. That's going to be your key to this next fiery side, this next fiery like side of you that wants to come out. We have the butterfly. Butterfly is all about transformation for me, but more than anything with this, I'm thinking about how the butterfly is in that cocoon, right? Before it comes out into the world, it's in that little cocoon. So I feel like you need to wrap yourself in that cocoon and just let yourself sit there. Like, yeah, you're working on lots of stuff, but let yourself sit there. And also, this butterfly has a little pink jewel part in the middle. I don't know if you can see that on there, but that takes me back to this lotus flower. And pink to me is all about compassion and love, right? It's like let yourself be compassionate enough to yourself in order to slow down and take this moment you need and be willing to accept the love and compassion that your ancestors want to give you. We have the spider and the octopus. I put these guys together because they have something in common. They got lots of legs. I'm trying to think about, what's funny too is like, I'm just noticing that the lady's hair here, it's also reminding me of an octopus's legs. You know what I'm thinking of with an octopus, and this may sound weird, but the message that I'm getting right now is like how jello-y an octopus is and like how squishy they are. And with that picture of the lady there, it's really just taking me back to that surrender vibe. Like, let yourself just like not be so tense for a second. That's what it reminds. It's like, let yourself just fall. Let yourself splay out, just like her hair is splayed out. Just let it go for a second. Like, I really feel you need this moment of like just complete relaxation. And you guys, when I do this, and I try to like move through every single muscle in my body and completely relax it. And I feel like that's what you need to do, is like let yourself become that jello. The spider's very methodical creature, right? The way that they create a web, it's reminding me of this Three of Pentacles. It's like the web you're creating. The web you're creating with other people too. It's like your ancestors want to be a part of that web. You may have been like really working with a lot of different people here and there, collaborating on things, but your ancestors, I don't feel like they have been a part of that as of yet, but they want to be. That's what I'm getting from the spider. Okay, I got this head. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be a Buddha head, but I kind of see this as representing spirituality and our inner self, right? Because his eyes are closed. It takes me back to that hermit, and even her eyes are closed actually. So that feeling of being splayed out and allowing yourself to receive something from the spiritual realm. I feel that for you guys. We got the camera. This is, when I think of cameras, right, I think of pictures, I think of a moment. The camera captures a moment. Just like I was saying before, there's a moment. That's your gift. Your blessing is like a particular moment that you need to take advantage of, that you need to like release and just let yourself relax in that moment. Lastly, we have the green cat. Let's see if you can see him any better. The green cat. So green takes me back to the heart chakra, love and compassion. And the cat's like, I'm not gonna come up with some kind of typical spiritual explanation of a cat. I'm just gonna say this. I got cats, right? They are so lazy. They will sleep all day. They won't do anything. And then when they get up, they'll eat and they'll go back to sleep. This is taking me back to this moment of like, just let yourself not do anything for a minute. There's also, in the Halloween tarot deck, there's cats in every deck. So that's interesting. The cat is also reminding me of passion, right? And what intrigues us, what makes us want to follow it. If we look at this, there's a cat there on the bottom, and he's like looking at this lizard. And it's just about passion, like what gets a little cat excited and passionate. That's the kind of thing that you're going to be reignited with. Not reignited, but reconnecting with. You're going to be reconnecting with that passionate side of you. But you got to take your little cat nap first. So that's what I see for you guys. It really is, your blessing is a moment in which you can connect with your ancestors and get some answers, basically. So when this moment comes to you, take advantage of it and just let yourself be completely surrendered. Whatever emotions end up coming to you, just let them flow right over you. Let it all wash over you, and ask your ancestors too. Just ask them, what is the solution to my problem? What do I need to know about this? Like, what am I missing? Right? What is the thing that's going to reignite the flame inside of me? Ask them for that. Ask them for that. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. I hope it resonates. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if it does. Like and subscribe if you dig this. I'm going to do way more of these pick a cards because I'm enjoying it. So, bye guys. Hello, group number 3. Let's get right into it and see what cards you got for what blessings you will be receiving this autumn season. So first card we have is Union. Love that card, so pretty. Union. Next card, wow. Eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. So 2 union-based cards there right off the bat. We have endurance. Endurance is your gift. We have nature, and I'll read that one in just a moment. Your spirit sparkles when you connect with what you love. The healing temple, restoration, cure, and safety. Beautiful card too. Love that deck. And for your tarot cards, wait, this way, we have the Devil reversed, the Ace of Bats, or the Ace of Swords reversed, the 8 of Imps, or the 8 of Wands reversed, and the 3 of Bats, which is the 3 of Swords. So, I'm definitely feeling a heavy energy for you guys. So I don't know if you've been going through a situation recently where you've been quite disappointed with something or someone. With the Devil reversed, this could definitely be about you getting out of some kind of a relationship or even breaking some kind of addiction. But I am feeling relationship mostly because we have these union cards up here as well. So maybe you recently broke up with somebody. With the Ace of Bats in reverse, this could have been something that ended kind of nasty, to be honest with you. Maybe they said some things, or there was just some things that were said altogether that hurt. They hurt. Something somebody said or did. It was a bit painful, but your blessing for this season is healing, which is a huge, huge deal and a huge blessing in order to heal something, because some people don't ever heal things. Just think about that. But I feel like this is going to be something that's going to be difficult for you, this healing process. But with this nature card, if you look at this cat, I feel like he's almost like, like if I was this cat, I would be like, ha, I'm over here hiding now. He can't get to me. You can't get to me anymore. I'm hiding. I'm safe. I'm safe. And we even have restoration, cure, and safety written on this healing temple card. So, and this is card number 1. So I feel like you are getting to this place where you are coming to the beginning again with something. Now that something has ended, you're going to get to the beginning of it, but it may be quite a challenge in order to heal over this. And part of the, I know this sounds weird, but part of the blessing that you're getting for this autumn is this time and space to grieve. That's going to be a big part of your process for this season, is allowing yourself, and that's a big thing too, is allowing. Allow yourself to grieve, okay? Even if it's taking longer than you wanted it to. The biggest thing here for me is safety and cure. Like, you obviously, that means you didn't feel safe before, and with that Devil reversed, I believe that, and with that Ace of Bats reversed, I believe that. I don't feel like you felt like you were safe before, but now you are, and that is part of your gift this season, is that you're finally free from something, and you're given the opportunity to grieve all that was said, all that happened, okay, and give yourself the time you need, okay, even if it's way more time than you wanted to give yourself the time you need in order to heal. And I see that you will be gifted the endurance, right? That was one of our cards, the endurance to deal with your daily responsibilities or whatever you need to deal with, and also work through this grieving that you're going through. I want to read this nature card to you now. It says, meet Leaf. Every day he slips outside to meander between the ferns and flowers. He meets his secret spot where the sun filters down through the leaves in ever-changing shards of light that dance on his fur and warm his soul. No matter the weather, take a moment to step outside and find a spot in nature, whether it's a vast wilderness or a tiny patio. Breathe in the fresh, wild air. Feel the great expanse of the sky overhead and the firmness of the earth beneath you. You are part of the intricate web of life. Allow nature to nourish you, support you, and set you free. So we're getting that word allow again. That keeps coming up for me. Allow yourself. Allow all the emotions to move through you. Allow it. It doesn't mean you have to get stuck on any one thing when you're going through this grieving process. It's just allowing yourself to feel everything. And I know that is difficult, but trust me, I know from experience, it's better to just let it happen, to just allow those things to come up, than it is to fight those things, because you can only fight those things for so long. Eventually they come bursting out, and that's not what you need to be doing right now. Don't let yourself get to this moment where it all floods out at once and it's like all hell breaks loose. Allow it to just let it happen naturally. Allow it, just like the water going down these, it's like gravity. Gravity is just taking the water coming down the mountain. Where's my finger at? There. It's just coming down. It's being allowed to come out. Allow yourself to feel these things so that you can heal. Okay, that's going to make things easier for you. And then we have this whole section here of union, eternal love. Your spirit sparkles when you connect with what you love. Connecting with what you love could be nature. Okay, we definitely have what's going to help you heal is nature. I feel like you need to get outside. Go take a hike somewhere, make sure you're doing it safely and all that. Tell somebody where you're going. But nature is definitely speaking to you right now. And even with the eternal love card, I mean, these people are literally buried in nature. So I feel like there's a sense that you need to kind of ground yourself after all that's happened. You're going to be blessed with this opportunity to ground yourself back in nature and come back to a safe place, safety. I'm getting that a lot, safety. Now with union and eternal love, this could simply be that the heartbreak that you were going through, that you need to heal over, had to do with a union. This could also mean, because both of these cards are pointing towards this could also mean that this fall season, there could be somebody new entering your life, somebody who will be aiding you basically in your healing and restoring your sense of love. I'm feeling that love. Like, there's so much about the heart here to me. Like, there's so much about connecting back to love. Like, maybe we have been through the ringer, or we are going through the ringer from, getting caught up in feelings of love, but it's the same thing that's going to kind of help us find our way through it, is restoring that love. And I feel like if it's not somebody new coming into your life to help you restore that sense of love, it could be somebody who you're already in a union with, and that doesn't have to be a romantic partner. That could be a friend. That could be a parent, a family member, something like that. Somebody who helps you get through that. So if you are going through this grieving stage, don't feel like you need to do it alone, okay? There's definitely people, there's somebody there for you, who can help you through this time, who would go on that hike with you, right? Somebody who would journey with you. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. That's what it says on this card. So I also see that maybe you are actually grieving over a death, in which case this is definitely going to take some time and restoration, and it's going to take time for you to heal, but you're gifted that endurance that you need in order to heal this season. You are gifted with that. Don't try to rush anything, okay? With that 8 of Imps reversed, normally that card's about fast moving, things coming in fast, but there's some kind of blockage, and I feel like you just need to let yourself feel it. Like I was saying earlier, like let yourself, if it takes a while to get over this heartache, let it take a while. Sometimes it takes a long time, okay? That's okay. Just go at your own pace. You're going to have the endurance you need. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people. Definitely get out in nature if you can. Go sit, out in the grass, ground yourself, walk around in the grass, look up at the stars, connect with, this card says, your spirit sparkles when you connect with what you love. That could be a person. That could be a place. So definitely, right now is the time, I feel like, to think about what it is that is going to make you feel safe, what it is that is going to make you feel grounded again. And yeah, this is definitely very important. So you guys let me know down in the comments if you guys are going through some kind of heartache, because I'm curious to know now. But don't go yet, okay? I didn't mention in the intro of this video, but I have some astrology dice. One of them has the planets, one of them has the astrological signs. And I'm going to roll these dice for you, and we're going to find out which planetary energies are going to be the ones most in your favor this autumn, this fall, and to take advantage, which energies to take advantage of. So let's see for group number 3. Okay, so you guys got Pluto and Pisces. So Pluto is literally the planet of death and destruction. So I wouldn't doubt it if you guys have recently lost something, or just something in your life has recently died. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a situation. It could be a relationship, but something has died. But the thing about Pluto too is it's also about resurrection. It's also about rebirthing. So yes, something has come to an end. Something is over, and I see that it's made you very sad, but you are being born anew because of this, okay? There's a powerful transformation going on in your life. I'm sure you've noticed. And you have every right to take your time thinking about everything that's happened. And since we have the Pisces card, this is a lot about, well, Pisces is a water sign, first of all. That's taking me back to the nature. And then this card, which literally, we were talking about the water going down. So it's reminding me of flowing with your emotions, letting it all pour out. Water signs are very emotional, and they're connected to their emotions more than other signs. You know, Pisces is literally the fish. Nobody flows better than a fish. So this is going to be something that's going to help you, is just allowing yourself, like water, to move and explore any parts of your subconscious that you need to move and explore through. Any kind of feelings that come up, even if you don't recognize them, even if you don't feel like you should be thinking that, this is part of what you need to sit in order to heal. I feel it's those deeper subconscious things, maybe the things we don't want to look at, or the things that we didn't even know were there. This is the part of the things that we need to be uncovering, or you need to be uncovering and working through right now. Take your time with it all, okay? Allow yourself to just experience it. Just allow yourself to experience it. And remember that overall, big picture, you are being restored, you're being healed, and you're safe now. You're out of the danger now. You're safe now. And you have all the endurance to get to the next stage of your life. Let's pull some charms for you guys. I don't have a lot, but we will make the most out of what we get out of here. So for group number 3, what blessings come to group number 3? That wasn't a lot. Let me get more. Okay. So the first one I'm noticing here is the umbrella. This is a little bronze umbrella, and it's been quite beaten up in the storm. And it's kind of funny, ironic. There's literally a storm going on right there in the 3 of Bats. This charm is just acknowledging the fact that you have been through it. You have been through something quite rough, and right now is definitely a time for you to restore. That is the blessing that's being given to you, is this restoration time. This time to feel safe again, like you're not in the storm. Just remember, you're not in the storm anymore. You're getting out of the storm. So we also got the key. The key is only necessary when something's locked, right? Something is locked in your life. We're going through something. There's something that is preventing us from the next stage. But I think your key in this case is just allowing yourself that time to heal. That's your key. We have I. That one just says I. So this is all about you and your healing. Oh, not only I, but it does kind of look like a 1. And that was number 1, the healing temple card that we got. That takes me back to the Pluto and how I was saying, like, yes, something's come to an end, but it's kind of making room for you to be able to begin again. Next we have the frog. Normally this guy reminds me that we should take leaps and things like that. But with you guys, I'm thinking about how he's like a land-dwelling creature, but he can also go into the water. So to me, this represents you being able to dive into your emotions so that you can deal with this healing, but also come back to the earth and feel grounded and come back and just like, yeah, just feel grounded again and not necessarily all up in your emotions all the time, even though that's definitely an aspect of this. So then we have this one says happy birthday. It could be your birthday, maybe that's why this is coming out, but more than anything this speaks to me of completions, the end of a cycle, which takes me back to that Pluto and this death card, eternal love, transcends physical death. So it's definitely like when something dies, it's making way for a new cycle. So that's part of your whole journey right now too. And then last we have this plastic tooth. And right now this is making me think about if you were to get dental work, you have to, first of all, dental work is something you can't avoid, right? When you need it, you kind of just have to get it taken care of, because it's not something you can live with for very long. It's very painful. So it's about getting that pain taken care of, right? But there's that process after your mouth surgery or whatever it is that you have to heal, and you have to dress the wounds and things like that. So that's definitely the state that you're in right now, is that healing state. So that's confirming that for me. So overall, you guys, this is definitely an opportunity, a chance for you to heal over this thing that's happened in your life, this completion that's happened, and to remember that there's people in your life that you can connect with, That's part of your blessing that's coming, is this ability to come into union with people that are going to help you along your journey. And overall, I see this message as love. Giving yourself the space to heal is loving. And love transcends physical death. That's what it says right here on this card. So remember that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed and you want a personal reading, you can find my information for that down below. And feel free to like the video and subscribe. There's going to be more videos where this came from, so look forward to that. And thank you guys. Bye.